Marky Worthington Podcast all day.
All day.
Dream by night.
Don't buy me a drink. Just give me $10.
Oh, dude, you look sweet. Yeah, you got a big beard, dude.
Go down to the strip club with your floppy disk and turn it into a hard drive.
Yeah, right. Thrown out by Big Tony.
We're here to name names and make people feel more ashamed for shit that they're not proud of.
Me and my best friend, Marky Worthington.
No, whatever it is.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Marky Worthington Comedy Podcast. This is episode 161 with Jack Taylor. It's a callback episode. This was originally recorded in February 2021, and it was a great episode. We went through a whole bunch of different stuff. He's one of my best mates. I grew up with Jack, and we talk about stuff at school, stories from the past, a whole bunch of different things over the years. So, I enjoyed recording this episode. I also enjoyed listening back like 5 years later. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you check out my website, markycomedy.com, or all of my social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Marky Comedy. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and let's get into the episode.
Callback episode.
A good callback.
Callback.
Hey, I'm here with my buddy Jack Taylor, repeat offender on the show. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. Kicking back. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man, good. We've had you on. Well, I've had you on the show before. Obviously, listeners all know that already. Had a couple of episodes. You did one during like the middle of lockdown. Last probably just nearly 12 months ago now, and then another one a few months ago as well, which was our like question and answers episode.
Yeah, that's right. This will be number 3.
That's right, man. It's
Third time's the charm. Let's get it right this time.
Yeah. All right, those other twos were practice for this one, so.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. No, I've it's pretty crazy to think like how. It's good that we can do like sort of podcasts and shit just via the phone. But it's also crazy to think like how much time we used to spend when we were younger, like chatting and hanging out and playing games and all that sort of shit, and how little time we have now as like fucking fully fledged adults.
I know, right? Remember back in my old place, underneath the big tree, we used to have those logs, like 3 or 4 logs just sitting there.
Yeah, I remember.
We used to sit there and just chat for like an hour or 2.
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
We had some deep chats.
Yeah, just hanging out, and then you got like a caravan in the backyard, and that's like where you just hang out in the caravan. Dude, that is the budget house extension, dude. You get a caravan, and you kick your eldest kid out into the caravan. No.
Yeah, and run an extension cord to the bad boy, and life is good.
Yeah, best thing about a caravan, dude, is it's not just an extra room. It's got like a sink and stuff in there, so it's like an extra mini house.
Hey, I know the best.
Oh, so good, man. We had some good times, dude. Remember you had like your Xbox hooked up in there and shit. We'd all bring over our myself and one of our other mates would bring over like controllers, and like your brother would come down and play like 2, 3, 4 player. Yeah, 4-player Halo on like a 53.
You guys all sucked. You all sucked.
No, dude, I sucked. You guys were just better. Like you were. I represented a peasant player, like someone that just kind of had like a full-time fucking job, and played a little bit of games. But you guys were just like training for years. It was like, dude, you guys had been in the hyperbolic time chamber of games, just fucking training up. And I decided just bringing over, like you can tell by the wear on my controllers how fucking little I actually play them. But I just had fun in hanging out and like like occasionally getting a win here or there, like not a win, but like a small win. Like I'd get 1 kill out of like 100 on me. So I'd be like, yeah, well, fucking,
You're like, yes, maybe killed that round.
well, your fucking kills are watered down, right? So for every kill, you get 1/100th worth of joy. But if I get 1, that's like a massive rush of happiness for me. I'm like it's like
seems legit. Like the maths is solid.
yeah, it's all checks out, dude. I'm not good at maths or games, but I am fucking very fluent in bullshit, and I can tell you that the happiness from that 1 kill is probably equal to your combined happiness from 100 kills. So I just basically you're a bit of like a long-term investor when it comes to like happiness, whereas I'm just a fucking all-in-one junkie when it comes to consuming happiness. Oh shit! And the other point is like, man, I'm still on my first Xbox controller, but I reckon you guys have been through like fucking at least a dozen of them.
No, more like 4, maybe 5.
That's like my job, right? Like you just like 4 controllers that don't work. Okay, I'm gonna bring around a screwdriver next week and see if we can make one that works.
Yeah, and you did a great job. Remember when I brought over like 4 Xboxes?
Yeah.
You managed to get 1 working Xbox out of that.
Yeah, it was just like I'm just sitting there looking at the serial numbers. Like it was like a car restoration project. Or like yeah, this one's all original, all the numbers match, but it doesn't fucking work. So I'm gonna get like a resto mod version. So I'm gonna rip off the fucking chassis. We're gonna change out all the running gear, chuck it all back together, and we're gonna have one fucking Frankenstein Xbox with like a white lid and like a fucking black underneath. Like a silver front,
yeah,
and like
but she ran.
a fucking missing, like, like one of the memory card fucking flaps is missing off the front of it, and but you chuck a game in that bad boy, it fucking spins up and plays. So who gives a shit?
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I remember that. I had to fully go to Bunnings and buy like a screwdriver set because it had like some special security screw on there.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And the fucking dude at Bunnings just straight up was trying to like ask me if I was trying to open an Xbox, but without asking me straight up. And he just goes like, "So, are you planning on opening something that's not easy to open?"
Yep, that's why we need screwdrivers for security screws.
This is like, nah, man, it's a pretty common screw. It's shaped like a star with a hole in the middle of it. Do you have any? Dude, I remember I tried to... Oh, man. See, the thing is, like, I don't know how to do any of that shit, but I'm just so fucking determined. Like, I try and...
You work your way through it eventually.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't actually know what I'm doing most of the time. Like, hence this podcast, if anyone's listening. If you're listening to this episode, I somehow worked out how to upload this. But if
I'm gonna guess YouTube and some mad scientist from like India, like. They're generally brilliant. It's totally unfair that most of those guys are so smart.
Yeah, dude. No, it's fucking. If you're listening, if you're one of the like the 12 people that listen to this podcast, from when I upload it to when I check the stats, yeah, man, fucking, you found me. You got me. I just upload. This has either been listened to someone who's found it from my upload, or it's listened to by me in the future. So, hey, future me, how you going? I bet you found that old hard drive with this episode sitting on it, and now you're wondering why I didn't work out how to upload it. So, either way, it could be both.
See, this is where you're wrong, man. My ego's huge. I'm going to watch this as soon as it's out.
Well,
this isn't like super future me. This is just like, a couple of weeks from now.
Yeah, but the best thing about that is you look back at it like, fuck, I remember when I was doing that podcast and I was young and free. It was like a week ago, but you just... Oh, man. But yeah,
those were happier times.
that was, I was not weighed down by the weight of the world when I was doing that. Oh, I should put a disclaimer in there to the future me, like, hey man, when you thought this was a better time, it wasn't. You were still a bag of shit before. You just thought you were better. There you go.
Yeah, no, for some reason we always look on the past with like tinted glasses. Everything seems nicer than it actually was.
It's true, right, though? Like, we're looking back at the times when we used to hang out and play Xbox and shit, but I'm sure there was moments there where I wasn't, like, you know, I was having bad time outside of that, you know? Like, and I think that's why people turn to games, man. Like, I remember, you know, when I was 16, I did my first little breakup thing and all that shit, and, like, who gives a fuck? Like, you go through that, your first, like, fuck up, the first time you think that you'll never have a girlfriend again, and she was the chick you wanted to be with the rest of your life and all that shit. And to be honest, man, around that age, like the 14, 15-year-old age, you have like mates, and like we went through this, like you have mates when you're like in early high school, you're like 13, and then by the time you get to like 14, 15, you start like, you know, oh yeah, girls all of a sudden are important to me. So you start like hanging out with like your girl for the weekends and start hanging out with your mates less. But the good thing is, man, like I got through that early. Like I kind of, by the time I was 16, I kind of already went through that first breakup, and I was fucking ready to like, to just be mates with like my mates, and then make time for the girl that I was dating, and like doing it a bit of both. So
Yeah.
luckily now, like I still do everything that I need to do as well as, you know, do the whole girl thing as well. So it's good that I learned that early on, because like I got mates that I met like in Canberra when I was in my like early 20s, and yeah, they fucking ended up just, you know, like dropping out of the scene, hanging out with a girl that they honestly weren't that into, and then like for 5 years they didn't come out to gigs, didn't hang out with anyone, and then just reappear one day like, oh yeah, we broke up. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah, you gotta have balance in life.
But
It's all about balance.
that's kind of why we did like hang out and play games and shit, man, because like that kind of is a good like escape for whatever the fuck's going on personally, and you can just like, you know,
it's a good de-stressor.
yeah, you can kind of just lose yourself in a game for a little while.
Yeah.
I can't focus on massive games, man. Like I sit there and just kind of go like, oh man, this fucking thing's like too overwhelming for me. That's like a personality that I have when it comes to playing massive games, and that's why like when I stream, I only do it for like an hour, and I usually play games that are fairly like fast paced.
Yeah.
But you seem more like the slow burn. You like a RPG or something like that.
Yeah, man. I've played some seriously long games in my time. Seriously long games. It's like a book. I like to treat a game kind of like a story, and I just play through the whole thing. Except these days, I don't finish games anymore. Did I tell you about that?
I think you mentioned
I
something
mentioned
similar.
it last time.
Yeah, was that thing where you get like near the end and you're like, all right, that's good enough?
Yeah, I get near the end, and I don't want, you know, that feeling of depression that you get after you finish, like you binge watch a TV series or something.
Yeah.
And it's just cut out from your life straight up. You feel like a sort of emptiness.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same reason why people have fucking stacks of newspaper from 400 fucking episodes of shit in their house, and like 300 cats, and like a bunch of microwaves that don't work in the kitchen. I get it.
Basically, I refuse to finish things.
Yeah.
That way I can never be disappointed.
It's like the same reason. Like it's like one of those things where it's like, if it's a good game, that's a double-edged sword, because it's like you want to finish it because you want to get to the end of it, but you also don't want the feeling of finishing it, because then you'll like won't have anything.
Then it will be over.
Because do you go through and do it all in one go, or are you a replay sort of person?
I'm sort of like, I kind of immerse myself in it completely, as I like to when I got the time, and I just smash it out. Like I stick to one game for like couple of weeks until, I'm either done or like I'm close enough to the end I feel satisfied.
I like it. Yeah, okay. I play games like I open fucking tabs in Chrome, dude. Like I'll be like, oh shit, I'm up to this part, or like I'll play a game after I haven't played it for like a couple of weeks, and I'll be like, oh, that's why I stopped playing this fucking game. I'm stuck on this part.
Well, the games I play usually got real heavy story elements.
Yeah.
If I come back in a couple of weeks' time, I've got no clue what's going on.
You're just sitting there like, who the fuck am I?
Who am I? Who's this guy? And why is that person crying? I don't remember.
You're playing Fable, and you're just like, what the fuck? It turns out that, like, dude, that's, it just turn out that you have, like, is that where you have, like, relationships and families and shit in Fable? I can't really
You
remember.
can do all that stuff in Fable.
Yeah, you get
Fable's a good
STIs
game.
and shit. Dude, you get to pay fucking child support.
I forgot about that.
Dude, if I had it my way, child support would have bought my fucking Fable game. So then I could pretend to pay child support in the game, man. Like, if you just... There's a lot of families out there that fucking child support would have paid for games like Fable where you can then play games where you pay child support. How good is that? It's the fucking... The game giveth. Oh, man. Yeah, I actually think that, you know how in like an RPG or some shit like that, because there's not just RPGs, right? Like you've played some online shit as well, like with some massive multiplayer RPGs as well, yeah?
Yeah.
And I think that you get everything you want out of that one game because there's so many different like kind of mini games or side quests and shit within that game.
Yeah.
Whereas because the type of games I play are all fairly linear, I need to play like 4 or 5 games at once to get that same experience.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's nearly like I'm doing like it's nearly like I'm playing one game with 5 side quests in it.
I like games where you can sort of do what you like. Like free roam games are just the best thing ever. Just, I'm going to head over here, I'm going to see what's around that bend, and just explore the world. And there's a reason why Skyrim is still the most popular game after, 13, 14 years?
Yeah, because they remade it, right? Like they did like a...
They upped the graphics a little bit, and that was about it. And some minor gameplay tweaks. And people still replay that game to this day because it has replayability. The world is big enough that even if you don't discover anything new, you discovered, it so long ago you forgot about it. So it kind of feels new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Man, how funny is it when you play like a game that you haven't played for ages and you see your old profile, like all the character that you created and all the weapons that you chose and all that shit?
Yeah, so weird.
Or like your old Xbox name, it's all written in like, I don't know, it's like something that was relevant from them. It's like, whatever. Like,
So yeah, that was relevant from 15 years ago.
yeah, you're just sitting there like...
What was relevant 15 years ago? I don't even remember.
You're just like, yeah, it's just like logging you in. Welcome to Xbox Live, Hilltop Hoods 9699.
Hey man, Hilltop Hoods is still relevant. Hilltop Hoods is still cool, man.
Dude, I feel whenever I put on Hilltop Hoods now, I just feel like when Hans Moorman is dressed up like Bart and he's like, "Cowabunga, dude." Oh, that happens so much, man. I used to do comedy at this venue on UC, and it was called The Well. It was a room run by a guest of the friend of the show, Kai Fei. He's been on here a couple of times. He ran a room there on UC, and dude, finding a park there is hard enough, but walking through UC as like a mid-20s dude with a fucking beard down to his belly button, man, I just felt like the oldest fucking dude ever. Like, I've been wearing like DC skate shoes and shit and like a fucking, like a 2-pack shirt, and you're like, what the fuck? I feel so fucking old, dude. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's.
We said "oh man" at the exact same time, just think for me.
Yeah, although the delay threw it out. So anyone that's like, no, you didn't. It's like, no,
Felt
dude.
the same to me.
Dude, we're in sync. Yet again, though, technology has let us down. Oh man, yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about reading aloud in class, and this is like a story that I just was like, fuck, when I get Jack back on the pod, I'll have to fucking talk about this shit. Do you remember when we used to be in class, like sitting next to each other, and I would kind of like look ahead of where my fucking paragraph was that I would have to read, and I just like go right through. I'll like pre-read it. But the good thing was, dude, whenever I fucking was like, this always happened in like history or English, like some shit where we're reading a textbook that's like long as fuck. I would just always do the like the short paragraph, or like I'd get halfway through it and then just like you would just pick up where I left off and keep fucking going.
Yeah, you'd be like, sit down. I'll just get up. Like, all right. I read half your paragraph and then like the longest paragraph.
Yeah, like half mine and then yours. Like, did I tell you that the fucking like I don't know whether you knew this, but I remember like because obviously I had trouble reading. Like anyone that's heard this podcast where I've had to read out loud, I did an episode with an English teacher. My buddy
nice.
Jeffrey Charles, yeah, and we went through something I think we should do on another episode, Jack, is we read out idioms and we gave our example of what we think they meant and then read what they actually meant and where their origin came from.
Oh.
So yeah,
I'm pretty good at idioms.
Yeah, dude, I'll pick.
I
like,
read a crap ton.
That's the thing, dude. You're like you've always been my English fucking language brains trust. Yeah, remember when we used to play fucking tabletop?
The other day, I used dichotomy in a sentence, and it didn't feel forced. So I feel like I'm pretty not bad at language.
That's fucking awesome. You used a massive word and then described it as pretty not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty not bad. Well, the thing is, I'm smart, but at the same time, I am Australian from, the coast. Like, you can't expect too much culture.
Yeah, and you did you did like stay in various places around, right? Like I remember you mentioned that you had to spend some time in Adelaide and shit as well, right?
Not quite Adelaide, but in South Australia.
Yeah.
Riverland area, around Berry.
Yeah, right. Dude, I remember I got like a couple of things to finish up here, but what were we saying about... Oh, yeah, so back to Adelaide real quick. The way that I remember you first telling me that you used to live, like, in South Australia, sorry, not Adelaide. You remember the antliners? Like, if anyone doesn't already, like, know this, look it up. Like, antliners, they're like this, like, little fucking... Have you ever played Alex Kidd? And they've got these, like, little nippy bug things that just come up out of the sand? That's pretty much what they are, right? They're like just a real life version of those things. But yeah, you know, like the antliners, right? Like the
yeah.
And I thought that there was just like this
I'm
little.
pretty sure I explained to you what they were.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm explaining to the listeners, but also like, I remember I seen like a little sort of like a dip, like a funnel sort of shape in the sand, and I thought it was just like from rain.
A raindrop spot. Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, look, there's like raindrops here, and you're like, nah, man, that's fucking antliners. I'm like, what? You're like, yeah, dude, watch. Like when an ant gets on there, this bug comes up from the center and fucking just grabs it.
Rips into the ground.
I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is like Tremors, but in real life, just like miniature version. And yeah, ever since then, man, I just like don't fuck with those things anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? There's like, and anyway, I just remember saying like, how'd you know about that? And you just like, oh, I used to see scorpions and shit walking across them and stuff. I'm like, where the fuck did you see scorpions? Just like, I'm from South Australia, man, in my back fucking yard. That's where I seen scorpions.
Yeah, we used to catch them.
That's so fucking crazy, man.
My older brother used to sell them in Sydney. And there you go, the pet shops.
Dude, I remember what was it? Oh, so we used to do fishing for sport, right? Like not you and I think, what was your chosen sport when you used to have to do sport at school?
Weights.
That's right, dude. Yeah, I remember weights was your thing, and then I got onto the weights thing, right?
Yeah, I remember I did sport fishing for one term, I'm pretty sure, with you and Kobe.
That's right, yeah. Fucking shout out to Kobe, man. He hit me up after the last episode. He said he likes listening back to the old school day shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Kobe's a lad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's been a while since I've caught up with him, man. I think the last time we were at the waterfront when there was a gig down there, which was sick. But yeah, well, I remember. So we had like the crew, right? We're like doing fishing for sport. It's legit, just like it's like me, Kobe, Crookie, like and Porky. Now, I'm not going to say last names or anything like that, but if you know, you know. That's the fucking names, right? Everyone knows who those people were. If you're in our year in school, you fucking knew that. And anyone that's listening to the show, that's all you need to know, right? So we're down...
Yeah. If you are one of those people, you know who you are.
Yeah, dude. So we're chilling, we're down, we're just, fishing for sport, dude. You just go along with a hand line, fucking throw it in the water, and just leave it there for the whole, 2 hours. And if you fucking wheel in a fish or your hand line's missing, then maybe you had a big fish. I don't fucking know. I remember one time Kobe caught a fucking puffer fish in the Maria River, dude. He cast his line out, and it was pulling hard. It was fucking, whatever was on there was we were like, dude, there's only one way to describe how hard this line's pulling, and there's a tiger shark on the other end. So, this fucking thing finally comes in, dude, and it starts getting closer and closer, and we're like, what the fuck? And then it just starts, as it, we notice it, it's just like this really fucking odd-looking fish with massive bulging eyes, and as soon as Kobe pulls it out of the water, it just starts making this weird noise like, oh, and we're like, what the fuck? And it's like gulping in air so that it can puff itself up. So it just puffs up, and it's just on the bank, and we're just sitting there. It's still got the hook, and we're like, what the fuck? So we put our arm up to call over the teacher, Mr. Elliot, the woodwork teacher, and who's retired since. And you catch him at garage sales. Anyway, fucking... He just comes over with his boot, sits it on top just to hold it, pulls the hook out, and then just fucking kicks it into the water and goes, there you go, boys. And we watch as this fucking puffer fish just floats down the river and slowly starts deflating and then swims off. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? You just called it... our closest exposure to a puffer fish from that was watching fucking Finding Nemo in Year 7 with Mrs. fucking Billy. Yeah, so... So anyway...
Dude, I saw Mr. Billing the other day.
Oh, yeah? What a unit, dude.
Yeah, I saw him at work. Lad's looking all right.
And
actually,
dude, hippies don't age, man. They always look like they're fucking fresh off Woodstock, dude.
He's looking pretty much exact same.
Yeah.
I also saw Mrs. Bennett, librarian.
Oh, yeah. Remember the
I
days where we
love
used to just
Mrs.
hang out in
She
the
was the
fucking
best.
library? Yeah, we just hang out in the fucking library.
It was the best. I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, Jack. And I'm like, oh, she remembered the name.
Yeah, you should
She's
probably...
like, yeah. You and your friends spent the most time in the library out of anyone.
Oh, we still got the record?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We
I bet
spent
you...
3 years, every recess and lunch, just sitting in the friggin' library.
Yeah, dude, we were just fucking chilling there. You guys would be reading books. I'd be trying to fucking talk to whoever was there, just hanging out. And then, that's where the computers were, too. So, towards the end of high school, they became, the popular spot because people would just sit in there on the computers, right? Why wouldn't you fucking be sitting there playing Doom with everybody else? But yeah, dude, I remember that shit. Sitting in there. This sounds like the nerdiest fucking podcast, man. We're talking like games, sitting in. How cool is hanging out at the library, bro? But
Well, it was air conditioning. There were couches, and if you were on the down low, Mrs. Billing didn't mind you eating your lunch as long as no one else saw because she was mad lad.
yeah, she was like the fucking she was the good cop. She played good cop. Yeah. Dude, I reckon.
And whenever a new book came out, I'd be like, Mrs. Billing, this new book coming out for this new series, and she'd go, all right, I'll have it in a week. And I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah, dude. Do you remember there was like one fucking book in that whole library? It was like a photography book that had titties in it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, doggy. I remember exactly where it was. It was like someone like put it up the back because they're like, nah, man. If they fucking know that this is here, they're gonna ban it. So it was like in the photography section, but not in line with all the other books. It was like behind because, dude, no one fucking hired books about photography, man. Like it was just like in that like encyclopedia.
Why would anyone get a book about photography?
Dude, there's computers there with fucking internet access. Like why would any? Yeah. So dude, there was a book there, and it just like had photography in it. It was like the initiation process. Like if you've been hanging out in the library for a little while, man, one day I just come up like, all right, I need to show you something, man. I've seen you here a couple times. Time for initiation. We got to go to the photography section now. There's a book here. No one hires it. Don't hire it. Don't tell anyone about it. It's up the back here. Now you have a flick through that. Yeah. Yeah. See this trash that this fucking school's got here.
This smut.
Yeah, look at this smut, man. They fucking blocked Wikipedia on the fucking school computers, man, but they got this fucking chick with her, like, black and white titties out.
Yeah, like the weird pointy 50s boobs or something.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, it's art once it's in black and white. But yeah, dude, anyway.
It's true.
Yeah, so that one there was that's a fucking life hack for anyone that still fucking anyone that still remembers those days, man. But yeah, what was I saying about that? Oh, yeah, so there was like I bet you all the cross country fucking best speed times, all the shot put, all the discus, all those fucking rules have probably been fucking all those like records have been beaten, dude. But no one since we left has sat in the library since year 7 for year 12.
Yeah, we got that one. Dude, we got that one in the bag.
Mrs. Bennett remembered you probably because she has you on a hit list because you still owe her money for books you never returned from fucking 10 years ago.
Nah, son, nah.
Oh man, I fucking
maybe
love it.
one. I think I've got one actually.
Dude, I remember printer cartridge for the home computer was like $60 at the time, or it was 10 cents a print at the library. I'm like, dude, I'm never fucking paying for cartridge again. I'm always gonna get my shit printed there. 10 cents? Fuck yeah, I'll do that.
Dude, so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was the fucking days. It's probably boring for other people. I'm having fun though, talking about the old school shit.
Well, we had a lot of interesting experiences, man. Like, we got up to a lot of shenanigans in that library.
I'll tell you what's crazy though, dude. Like, it feels like not that long ago, man, but like it's coming up on 10 years since we finished high school.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was talking to Tom. Remember Tom with the dreads?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
yeah,
Bob.
Talking to Tom, and I'm like, well, are we going to do anything for a 10-year anniversary? Is that a thing people do?
It's a thing people do, but man, fuck. What have people done in 10 years? I reckon we hold off. We hold off for the 15.
Because none of us have accomplished anything.
No, heaps of us have done shit, dude. I'm just saying that I'm a lazy fuck, and if anyone's going to initiate it,
like you need another 5 years to get this shit together.
I need 5 years for people from our year to listen to this episode so that I can fucking get someone else to do it. I'm not a doer. I'm a fucking motivator. So if anyone wants to do a 10-year fucking anniversary edition, I'm gonna just hit them up and help them organize it. But I'm not going to be the guy that's on the fucking thing. No, actually, I'm going to be the guy.
Really?
That's on the
I
thing.
had a distinct feeling that you would be the guy. You were the guy who knew everybody else and probably has them all on Facebook.
Maybe that's if I haven't actually if they haven't deleted me or whatever since. But there's a lot of people who've spread out, man. There's people like in Melbourne, Sydney, overseas even. Like some people I don't even know.
People overseas?
I'm sure there would be, man. I know people that have travelled overseas or lived overseas and since have come back.
Oh, yeah, I know some people's child. Our class wasn't really like, what am I looking for, ambitious sort. I think we only had like 10 or so people with ambition.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be real, we were pretty like an average public school in an average town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, man. Fuck. There's some good times though, man. Like there's a bunch of
everyone was chill.
Pretty tight, yeah. There's some pretty crazy stories like from over the years too, even outside of school as well. And I'm sure heaps of like people didn't had those stories as well. But yeah, dude, I was wrong before. I'll literally be the poster boy for our 10-year reunion.
Yeah.
It's
You're
going to
literally the guy who knows everyone else.
No, I'm just going to MC it and turn it into a comedy gig. That's just what I have to do. Like, I will literally create it. All right, let's do it. Fucking November 2021, Maria Waterfront. No, I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, actually, it does need to be this year. I forgot we finished in 2011.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. Yeah, I'm not even going to call it. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you what, though. I will fucking share. I'm actually going to share this episode on my personal Facebook page because, as well as my comedy one, because I still do have a few people from South Coast, and I think that they'll probably dig the flashback to early days of school. But we'll probably wrap it up in the next 10, man. But I want to close up with a fucking question which I thought of today. I reckon that there's like a good 10, 15, maybe 20. We'll see where it goes. You know how things get, but when we get a chatting.
Yeah, that's right. Time has just flown by.
Fuck, it's crazy, man. For us, anyway. If it hasn't flown by for you, do me a favor and show your discretion by sharing this episode, liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Smash that like button and hit subscribe.
Oh, yeah, we've all seen it before. Hit that bell if you didn't already. Yeah, I know the shit. But,
leave a comment because that's how the algorithm works.
Yeah.
The algorithm.
Yeah. Tell me you hate me by inviting 5 people to like my comedy page. That'll learn me. I don't know, dude. You're the English buff here. You should know. Is learn me the right word to use for that?
I'm pretty sure teach me is the way to go, but learn me has, a certain oomph to it.
Yeah, you're right. That's gooder. But
yeah, yeah, man, that's the best good. You can't get much more good than that.
Oh wait, no, I said that wrong. That's betterer. There we go. All right, I think I covered up my tracks quite well there. Yeah.
Yep, no one's ever gonna assume that we're hillbilly here.
Dude, who would have thought how little I would get now just from skipping all those half paragraphs in fucking year 11 or whatever? They've added up. Yeah.
They've all added up. Your public speaking ability is shot.
No, dude, my fucking public speaking is on point because my reading's so shit. Because I used to like paraphrase it. So if it was just like, so Joseph went to the barn to see if Mary had given birth to the Messiah yet. And I'd just be like, all right, so Joseph walks in there. He's just like, what's going on here? No worries. Oh, it's a boy. Fucking see you later. Same kind of idea. I just had my own way of saying it. I would read ahead and summarize it for everybody. I was actually kind of a like a time saver.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I've already read this, so no one needs to hear me read out loud. I'm just going to summarize it. Basically, Joseph's gone in there. All right, Mary, how's your virgin birth going? No worries. All right, well, I'll just be out here smoking a cigar and fucking tell me if it's a boy or not, and we'll get going. I'll show him how to ride a donkey or whatever when he's 12, and until then, I won't have anything to do with his life. Oh man, we didn't actually learn any religion stuff. It was like public schooling, so they were just like they didn't want any of that in there.
Yeah. I mean, I remember something about a boat. Like there was a fat kid on a ferry who washed cars. Like, do you remember that book? Fat kid on a ferry.
Dude, I remember. I don't
Bridge something.
Bridge to Terabithia? No, fucking
It's
no.
definitely not that. I would have cried when the little girl. I'm no spoilers. But anyone who hasn't seen Bridge to Terabithia, close your ears right now. When that little girl died.
Close your ears, Jack.
Block them. Sorry, block them. You know what I meant.
Skip forward 30 seconds is usually the trigger warning for that one. But yeah, anyway, whatever.
Yep.
Also, if you're a massive fan of Bridge to Terabithia, you should have watched it fucking 10 years ago, so I have no sympathy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. But yeah, so the fucking question, right? The question was... Now, this comes up in, from what I understand, this comes up in a lot of kind of like self-discovery type things, like when you try and like unravel underlying issue or some shit like that in people's lives, they usually tell people to go back and find things about their past that they wish they could have done better. Now, I've never done any of those kind of courses, but one of the questions that I've heard comes up in those is because I don't like I understand I have issues, but I'm too fucking lazy to do anything about it. So I just open up a podcast and a fucking Twitch channel instead and make you people deal with it. So the question is, if you could go back to a point in time, and I'm going to choose the age of 10 years old to give yourself advice as you are now, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, so many things. All right, well, since I'm appearing before my 10-year-old self, I'm going to start with breathe, man. Take some deep breaths. I know I'm a time traveler and I'm sucking you out. Just breathe, bro. Because I'd probably be freaking out at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, after we got past that...
That's good to start. That's a good start.
After we got past the time travel bit, and he believed that I was future him, there's a whole bunch of things I'd like to say. Slow down. Like, you know, you don't need to grow up that quick. It's not worth it. You know, enjoy the moments you have. Enjoy the small things. Get out more. Be nicer to your siblings. Help your mum with chores. Like, she's got enough on her plate. It will get better, you know. Breathe, work through it. Let go of all that anger and frustration you got building up inside you, little psycho head. You know, take up meditation. Learn karate. Work out. Find healthy, you know, outlets for that anger instead of, you know, starting a fight every other day in school. Stop picking on your brother. Just, really important, younger Jack, mow a couple lawns, get like, you know, do like $10 a lawn, save up, get yourself like 100, maybe 200, and invest in Bitcoin. Yeah, that'll really pay off in the future.
Dude, you nailed my answer. I literally, mine was literally just going to be like, flash into 10-year-old me, like I'm just literally just fucking appear in front of myself as I am now versus as I was when I was 10-year-old, and just literally be like, buy Bitcoin, cunt, and just fucking peace out.
What, no worldly wisdom?
Dude, I might look like a man that has wisdom, but I do not have any.
Oh, dude. My 10-year-old self had so many issues, man.
Dude, I reckon that shit is all legit, though, right? Like, I feel like I could totally just take your advice. Like, dude, actually, I'm so fucking lazy. If this ever happens, can you do your 10-year-old self and just, like, fucking, like, cross over and just say the same shit to mine too. It's legit though.
Slow down. It's all right. Enjoy the little things while they last, because they're not going to last. You're never going to feel this free again.
That's the fucking truth.
Yeah, like imagine when you're a kid, like just I know we all see things as like shit wasn't as nice as it was, but just going like out to a field, the joy kids can have on a field is freaking mind-boggling. Just running around doing kid shit. Like, if I went out to a field and started running around, people would give me funny looks.
Yeah, because they're trying to see who you're chasing or who is fucking running from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Whereas
the same
kids,
thing.
they can just do stuff. They can just do stuff, you know? People, being a kid is just so free. Just going for a bike ride.
Dude, I'd probably just go back and I'd just appear. I'd be like, buy Bitcoin, cunt. All right, now, these are the rules. I'd probably say just like, to start with, now this isn't going to make any sense to you, but you just need to understand these things, man. 1, cardio. 2, double tap. 3, beware of bathroom.
just the Zombieland rules. Gotcha.
Like, I'm going to get
those are decent rules.
Yeah, dude. It makes perfect sense to me, man.
I think the biggest one I could tell my past self is just, like, when you feel the heart pump and the adrenaline pump and you take 5 deep-ass breaths.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a simple trick, but it's helped me so much in life. You know, just take a good 10 seconds, just take a deep breath and just...
Dude,
if you still feel like doing it after that, sure, go for it. But before that point, it's the adrenaline speaking.
Actually, I'm going to include a special outro on this edition. We're going to have a special outro called Breathing with Jack. And just follow along with the signals to breathe in and out. And by the end of this podcast, you will feel like a weight has been lifted from your shoulders.
Here's the trick to breathing, okay? People say it's all about closing your eyes and trying to block out the world. No. The trick is keep your eyes open. Listen, but don't focus on it. Just let the sounds wash over you. As it passes through you, become like an ocean. You know, the surface may be in turmoil, but the deeps are still. And then you take a deep breath. Hold it for a second. And just do like 4 of those, and you'll be set. Things that seemed massive won't be as big a problem anymore.
Dude, that's how everyone needs to fucking finish it.
Everyone just take that deep ass breath.
Dude, I actually don't know what I would do. I think that all the shit that you told me would be good. Told yourself would be good. But I feel like I also need to include a section in there about, and this goes not just to 10-year-old me. I need to tell myself this a lot, even now. And I also want, like, I wish someone else told me this, or I wish I would listen to someone that told me this, because I feel like sometimes I fucking would hear this, but I wouldn't listen. And that is, like, you don't really need to, like, follow up on shit. Like, so many times I would, like, get erratic and start, like, you know, I'll message someone and then they, like, won't reply, so I'll, like, erratically just, like, message over the top and just be like, oh, hey, like, did you get that message? Or, hey, I kind of need to, like, get an answer on this and shit. Like, I have been in the past, I've been that fucking psycho. And yeah, so, like, in the later years, like, in my 20s and stuff, like, from like, my kind of early to mid through to now in my 20s, I've just been able to drop that a bit more. And because like I see things faster than the pace that people are willing to like supply them. So like I'll sometimes like message and then expect like an instant reply or whatever. But like in the last like fucking 6 or 7 years, I've kind of gotten better at being sort of more patient. And
Patience is like a really useful tool.
The other thing, and this is advice that I don't know whether you like you kind of do this naturally, whereas I definitely didn't do this naturally, and I wish that I knew that this was a better thing. And to be honest, man, people close to me have told me this before, and I just like when I was younger, I didn't kind of like listen.
You didn't take it on board.
You don't take it on board, man. But I'd probably say that like know the signs when someone's not interested in you, like not really like a girl, not exactly just girls, but like people in general. Like the amount of like friendships and relationships over the years that I tried to push too hard to like make them work because I wanted them to work instead of just fucking realizing that like it should just happen organically.
Yeah. You can't force interpersonal relations. Because people can sense it, like they can feel the anxiety,
the desperation, something,
desperation coming off you, and people aren't attracted to that. Like they're naturally repulsed by it.
Yeah,
that's like biology. The reason why women's go and people go for the more aloof types because they're just. You know, they're more interested. They want to know what's going on with that person.
They're so mysterious.
Exactly. The mysterious trope holds up, bro. It holds up.
Just be like fucking Edgar Allan Poe or whatever. Like, just walk around just saying random fucking quotes from fucking like gothic shit.
Yeah, no, but he also had a thing for his 13-year-old cousin.
Oh, really? Okay, so don't be like him. Fucking, this is another example of how Jack is more fucking educated to me, just completely, like, putting a hole in the fucking, in my theory. But, hey...
No.
Dude, I think you just stopped me from getting cancelled, man. I fucking dig it.
The thing with Edgar Allan Poe is... I didn't read up on that or some shit. Like, I'm not as smart as I like to pretend. I pick up random facts because I watch a lot of epic rap battles of history.
Yeah.
And I've watched the Edgar Allan Poe versus Stephen King battle, and it was quite good. Watched it a few times. Pick up a lot of information.
Yeah, whoever did those...
And also some mad rap lines.
Yeah, whoever did those did some fucking great research into, like, writing the rap.
Oh, dude, they put a lot of work in them. And they still bring out new shit all the time. They brought a new one out, like, a couple of months back.
How good is that old school shit, like, when you go in there and it still exists? Like, I signed into my MySpace recently just to see if it still existed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude.
It still exists?
I found it. It was still existed, and my account was still there and shit.
Wow, I think I had a MySpace once.
The biggest loss that I had was when they finally shut down the MSN servers, like Instant Messenger. Then the other one was Bebo. I was more of a Bebo person than a fucking MySpace person.
Oh, no, Bebo reminds me of something. Do you remember Habbo Hotel?
Fuck yeah, I do.
What is with our generation in Habbo Hotel? And then the people, the couple of years younger than us, they all had Club Penguin, but our year had fucking Habbo Hotel for some weird reason.
Yeah. Yeah, ours was like that. I remember my computer, like our internet speed when I was that age of playing all those, when everyone was playing those games, our internet speed was shit, so I just couldn't really play. Like, it would always be hell glitchy and stuff. Like, I just had to play it at, like, other people's houses and shit. Dude, how good was it when the unpopular kid got fucking broadband and all of a sudden everyone was their mate? Like, everyone's just doing...
Our school was weird. Like, but we had, like, two groups of popular people. Sort of.
Yeah.
We had the
jock
smart
popular
group.
Yeah.
The jock popular group, which consisted of
all the sporting
12
people.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like the rugby team and like a couple of others, right? Then we had the nerd popular group who were like the house captains and like the smartest kids in the class. And there was like, I think like 7 or 8 of those. It was weird that the two most popular groups were so different.
Like polarized, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. No, it's one of those things, man. It's like I guess that just goes to show how like cool and diverse our year was, though, which is rad.
Yeah, we had like after year 10, like a lot of people dropped out. Year 11 and 12, everyone was just sort of friends. Like,
Yeah,
there weren't any enemies in 11 and 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. Like, and by then we all kind of had our own cliques and stuff, but you could kind of cross over. Like, I had a couple of friends that were in different groups, so I used to like switch between the groups depending on, you know, I'd sort of share around a little bit. It just goes to show like my personality. It's just like with the games, man. Like, I would just switch between each group or whatever. But I think you guys were like the main ones. But for like ages, it used to just be me and Kobe for a while. Like for a while, we'd just hang out or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'd hang out with you and like other mutual friends after school or like doing fucking tabletop Warhammer and shit.
Oh man, tabletop Warhammer, so good.
Painting up.
And you never did finish your chessboard, man. You still got to do that one of these days.
Yeah, dude, I that's on my list of shit. Like I actually ended up getting a chessboard. I just got to get all the players ready for it.
Yeah, I remember you had like a big slab of quartz or something.
Yeah, it was a giant slab of black granite, and then you're right, a giant slab of white quartz and another slab of black granite.
Yeah, and you're gonna make squares out of those, which would have been super sick.
Dude, I should totally revisit that project, man.
It's a cool project.
I already bought a coffee table for it about 3 months ago. Someone was selling a square coffee table, and I was like, I could totally buy that and just fucking mount a chessboard in the top because it was a square coffee table, not rectangle like most of them. Yeah. So I've got a square coffee table just fucking chilling. I got like this little setup, and I got that. At the end of my shed, I've got like I put up like a massive blanket to separate the back part from the front where I park my bike and shit. And I just have like a couple of those, you know, those cane chairs with the cushion in it, they're like pod-shaped ones. You have like 2 of those, an old tube TV, old school fucking CRT TV, with a square coffee table and a fucking couple and a PS2 connected to it. That's where I just go and chill out when I've like, you know, got some spare time.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
It's fucking cool, man. Actually, once the weather cools down a bit more and I can hang out in the shed during the day, I want to do some of my gaming podcast shit from there, like my game streaming shit down there, like my pre-record episodes. So yeah, I got a few old horror movies and shit. Sometimes I'll sit out there at night time, fucking in the shed on like an old CRT TV VHS, watching fucking like Halloween 3 from the 80s. But yeah, that's like kind of where I go to chill. But yeah, dude, we'll
we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
You got things to do.
But yeah, because I do my gaming stuff as well. We've had a fairly game heavy episode. So make sure you check out my Twitch at Marky Worthington Gaming. I've got a YouTube at Marky Worthington Comedy, and you'll see me on Facebook and Instagram under Marky Worthington Comedy. And then also I've got a Twitter, which I don't have as many followers on, but it still exists because Twitch and Twitter seem to go hand in hand, and that's just Marky Comedy because Worthington's too fucking long. But yeah, once we get some time, maybe I'll have to have you over and we'll do some gaming stuff in face-to-face. I know I've got a few old school games that I reckon would be cool to have you with.
Yeah, man. That'd be sick. Also, I've been thinking about getting a webcam and actually streaming some gaming streams sometime in the future.
Yeah, cool. Well, we could do some crossover shit if you wanted, or anything like
fun.
that. I tell you what sucks, dude, about that.
What?
I fucking have all the the things to do that. Like I got the webcam, I got like the studio, I got like the decent internet connection, and everything. Gaming ability, 0. Like if anyone's watching, I just finished streaming. This month is February. I've done GoldenEye for the whole month, and some of the fucking shit that I fuck up in GoldenEye, dude. If anyone tunes into that stream, like there's an iconic speedrunning fucking community for GoldenEye, and they all fucking die if they they all would die if they fucking watch that shit. I'll somehow take so there's an episode there, there's a level there, 45 minutes. I checked out online speedrun time. 52 seconds.
Yeah, no, I know that one. That's the train one, I'm pretty sure.
It's it's in the first 8. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it took me 45. Nice.
Yeah, I've watched a couple streams. Well, I haven't watched speedruns, but I've watched speedrun discussions. I find the concept of speedruns really interesting. More than actual speedruns, which is weird.
Well, I did Mortal Kombat for January, and I've...
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I've got like a compilation video for all the... it's not currently uploaded, but by the time I put up this episode, it might actually be out. I'm doing a compilation of all the like boss battles for like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, like a bit of a fight compilation. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, anyone that's interested, go check out my YouTube and shit, because I need the fucking subscribers. And and if Jack does any streaming shit with his like currently no webcam, but let me tell you, gaming ability like 89 out of 100, I'd say, on the world scale.
On a world scale, like a 70.
Yeah, no.
Less. It's because there are people who dedicate so many hours to that single game, and I don't have time for that. I want to play all the games, Yeah, so you're never going to be as good as those people who are just so focused on those one games.
I'm pretty fucking shit at estimation, but all I'm saying is I'm also pretty shit at games, and you're heaps fucking better. So, in the future you might be able to see Jack kick the shit out of me on any game you choose. Basically, it's like you get to choose. I get
any game except Tetris Attack.
There you go. That's my one saving fucking grace, and I'll be streaming that this year. For the month of March, I'll also be playing the another game that I'm grew up with about the same amount as
Lost Vikings.
Lost Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, called it.
So I'm doing a pre-record. I'm doing a pre-record playthrough with my cousin Joseph, and we end up playing the entire game in parts. So we split it into 4 parts. But I'll also be doing a first play of Lost Vikings 1, because I only ever played Lost Vikings 2. I never really played 1, so I finally got Lost Vikings 1, and I'm going to do a first play as well. So, yep, check that shit out.
Nice.
See how my strategic brain works. I think that's why I like Tetris, because I could kind of see the patterns.
Yeah.
It's like the Matrix, dude. Like, some people just see green writing on a screen. I see blonde, redhead, brunette, all that sort of shit. But yeah, man, thanks for being on the fucking show, and thanks everyone for listening.
Man, thanks for having me.
And yeah, we'll fucking do some more shit in the future, and shout out to the Maria crew, which I feel like are the only ones that understood any of the shit in this fucking episode, and fucking, yeah, I'll just stand back until someone organises that reunion. Until then, fucking peace out.
Yeah, final word, just remember, breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Feels good. Alright, see you, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's for the Breathing with Jack episode, man. So keep that section on the episode paused, just for any time you ever need anything in life and you're feeling a little bit stressed out. Come back and listen into the last 30 seconds of this podcast.
Take a deep old breath.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, catch you, man.
All right. Gotcha, man.
Don't buy me a drink. Just name names.
Yeah, right. Big Tony. You'll get fucking thrown out of the strip club with your floppy disk.
Yeah, you got a big beard, dude.
Shame for shit all day.
Me and my best friend, Marky Worthington.
Keep it simple. Count your money.
That they're not proud of. Just give me $10.
Hey, right?
Click.
Did you hang up?
No, I just said click.